If you're an equestrian who spends 3 days a week in the gym doing back squat, leg presses, and sit-ups, but you still collapse a hip or lose your balance when your horse spooks, your workout is failing you. But here's the truth most trainers won't tell you. Not all strength helps your riding. Riding is a very dynamic, unstable, asymmetrical sport. If you're only training in perfectly balanced, symmetrical machines, you're building a body that only knows how to function when everything's going right. And in riding, nothing ever goes right for long. In sports science, we call this the principle of specificity. Your body adapts specifically to the demands you place on it. When a 1,200-pound animal makes an unexpected move, your nervous system doesn't need to know how to leg press 200 pounds. It needs rotational stability, hip control, and anti-fragility, which means the ability to absorb chaos without breaking. Whether you're a dressage rider trying to develop a truly independent seat, a show jumper who needs to recover between fences, or an eventer navigating a drop fence at speed, you need strength that transfers. Today, I'm gonna show you the exact 3 exercise protocol that bridges the gap between the gym and the saddle. I'm Coach Sando, an equestrian sports performance coach. Let's get to work. Before we get started, let me go over a few key points. The first point I want to clarify is the principle of specificity. In sports science, this means your body adapts specifically to the demands placed upon it. If you train like a bodybuilder, you're going to adapt like a bodybuilder. If you train like an equestrian athlete, you adapt like one. Point number 2, the reason why general gym workouts fail riders. Most gym equipment trains you in a sagittal plane, straight forward and back, but riding happens in all 3 planes of movement simultaneously. Your horse moves laterally, vertically, rotationally. Point number 3, the 3 pillars of transferable strength. Number 1 is rotational stability. That's the ability to resist twisting forces. This is crucial for staying square when your horse spooks or does any sudden movement. Number 2, hip control, which is the ability to stabilize your pelvis independently of your leg and your upper body. This skill is crucial for an independent seat and clear aids. This is also called disassociation between your hips, your lower body, and your upper body. If you're not training this every time you go to the gym, you're not giving yourself the correct tools to transfer to the saddle. The last pillar is anti-fragility, the ability to absorb and react to sudden explosive forces without breaking or losing balance. Every rider I talk to who tells me they work on their balance is always using static and slow exercises, which has very little transferability to the saddle. Instead, riders should focus on preparing their nervous system and muscles to react to losing their balance quickly, to regain it, and express power and strength. Before we get into the exercises, we need to test if your current gym routine is actually working or if you've just built fake strength. Stand up right now, wherever you are. Let's run 2 quick tests for rotational stability and hip control. Test number 1, the rotational reach test. It's for rotational stability. The setup, stand with your feet shoulder width apart, arms straight out in front of you, palms together. Here's how you're gonna execute this. Keeping your hips perfectly square to the front, rotate your upper body to the right as far as you can, then to the left. What a fail looks like. Your hips twist with your shoulders, your opposite foot peels off the floor. If you can't separate your upper body rotation from your lower body, you don't have an independent seat. Test number 2, a banded single left half circle. The setup, stand with your feet side by side and place a band around your ankles. Place your right foot in front of your left foot. Slowly make a half circle with your right foot going slow all the way till your right toes can touch your left heel. Then you're going to reverse that movement and bring your right foot all the way around to where your right heel touches your left foot. If you notice that you're slightly leaning over to the left, that is a fail. Try it with the other foot in front, your left foot, and see if you have better balance that way. If you failed either of those tests, it's time to change how you train. We're going to replace your generic gym exercises with 3 specific movements designed to build strength that transfers directly to the saddle. Exercise number 1 is a torso wrap squat, or lunge. What the goal is to have this ability to resist rotation when there's a force or a wrap trying to twist you. Now for this, what I did is I used 2 bands and I pretty much tied them to each other. Now the exercise is gonna start with you putting on this band like a jacket. And you're gonna twist all the way so that you're facing in this instance. And what you'll do is see, I am already leaning like this to be able to try to resist the rotation because the band wants to take me this way. Now I am trying to resist the rotation by breathing down and locking my rib cage down. That's the execution. Number 1, lock your rib cage down. Number 2 is to perform the squat. When you're squatting, you're going to feel that you're trying to push yourself away from the band. Try to see if you can feel yourself even pressure on both feet. That's the execution. And then when you're standing up, go slow so that you're not doing this, so that you're going straight up, which exposes you to being able to twist a lot easier. So what I would suggest, do this in front of a mirror. That way you can see if you are twisting from one side to the other, or if you're, as you're squatting, leaning to one side, or trying to compensate by collapsing a shoulder. Now the dosage for this exercise should be between 2 to 3 sets depending on your level of activity, and 8 reps on each side. Exercise number 2 is called the single leg RDL with an RNT focus, which stands for reactive neuromuscular training. It's gonna really improve our hip control and stability. So with that being said, the goal is to bulletproof the glute med muscle to really increase the strength of your pelvic stability. Let's go over the setup. You're gonna need another band. This band should be a red band. It's like the medium intensity band. So what you'll do is you're gonna wrap it around the outside leg. Now this band, if you just stand here, it's going to force you into what we call valgus position. So your execution goal number 1 is to make sure that your knee is pointing in the same direction as your front toe. That way you know this glute medius is working. Now what you'll do here is you're going to slowly get into this staggered position where you're gonna put all your weight onto this front leg. So what you're going to do is once this thing is locked in and you're stable, you slowly raise your leg up off the ground. And what you'll do is once it's up, then you can start to hinge forward, turn the hips so that your hips are squared, and then stand right back up. Very difficult exercise. If you are having trouble executing it, try getting closer. And start with maybe a staggered stance where your foot is on the ground and you're getting the motion of hinging. Hinging forward, feeling that knee work. So if it's collapsing, you're pushing that knee out and then you're coming up. Once you can do that, okay, maybe the second one is I'm gonna have a little bit of help. So that way I can go, okay, balance, my hip is open, I gotta close that thing. Then when I'm balanced, can I let go and then come back up on my own? What's the dosage? The dosage there, just like the previous exercise, 2 to 3 sets depending on your level of activity. And I would say because this one is very neurological, keep it somewhere between 6 and 8 reps. Exercise number 3 is an explosive step up. And this is what we would call an anti-fragile exercise. The goal of this exercise is to train your nervous system to react quickly and absorb force safely. So here's the setup. Use a box, and to me, having it start off around mid-shin is really good because it gives you the ability to go quick. And what you're going to do is you're going to step up, and I want you to think that you're stomping onto the box. Stomp onto the box, okay? When you stomp onto the box, that is going to propel you or push you up into the step-up position. When you're here, I want you to get into this balanced position here. And then when you're done, you're going to lean forward like I am right now, push the hips back, and slowly go back down to the ground. Okay, so we'll do this quick. We're going to go stomp, big knee punch, hold, and then slow down. Slowing down on the bottom is the only slow part about this exercise. So we're gonna go number 1, stomp, big punch, stabilize, slow back down. The goal is to really get that foot into the box as fast as you can. You can intensify this exercise by using dumbbells. That will make it a lot more difficult to be quick up. Now the dosage, 2 to 3 sets. This one you can go 8 to 10 reps. Now let's talk about how to implement this plan. First, you have to have a mindset shift. You are not training to be a bodybuilder. You are training to be an equestrian athlete. Every exercise you do should have a clear why related to your riding. The schedule, swap out 3 generic or general exercises your current routine has and do these 3 movements about twice a week. The results, in about 4 weeks, you will notice a difference in your balance, your ability to sit the trot, and your reaction time when your horse makes a sudden move. Riding is a skill sport, but you are an athlete, and an athlete needs strength that transfers to the field of play. If you implement these 3 exercises, the torso wrap, RNT single leg RDL, and the explosive step up, you're going to stop fighting your horse's movements and start absorbing it. Your horse shows up for you. It's time to show up for them by building a body that can handle the demands of the sport. If you found this helpful and you want more science-backed strength and conditioning protocols built specifically for equestrian athletes, hit that subscribe button right now. We put out new videos every single week to help you ride stronger, sit deeper, and stay pain-free. As always, keep up the hard work, keep those heels down, and I'll see you in the next one.